And you know what? I'm feeling pretty confident, Al, I've got to say, because time says and the past says Arsenal always get the better of Spurs at the Emirates. And I'm expecting that to happen again. And my man Jesus to be the difference.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you didn't go for Jesus to score, did you? Oh, did you?
I did go Jesus.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so hopefully Kevin's right.
Yeah, well, I think obviously it's the derby, form goes out the window, but with Tottenham's strike force, with Tottenham's strike force, Dyer's playing a lot better now, isn't he?
No, Spurs are a really good side. Yeah. Let's be honest. Spurs are very good. You know what Spurs are going to do? The key is, can you stop it? Arsenal need to play, and Arsenal need to take their chances. That's the difference.
Where's Arsenal's strongest point against Tottenham? Is it the midfield's better than Spurs?
For me, I think that the key area is going to be Arsenal's attack versus Spurs' defence. We know what Spurs are going to do. So Arsenal need to capitalise when they create the chances. Because if you don't, then what Spurs will then do, Spurs will then sort the transition. They go through the midfield, Højbjerg, Bentancur, and then they start catching you on the break. And let's be honest, Spurs are one of the best counter-attacking teams around.
Does Son start for you?
After a hat-trick, I think he's got to. But who do you leave out?
Well, yeah, we were talking to Clive earlier, wasn't he? Clive Allen, he said Richarlison will start as well. So Kulusevski, who's been brilliant for Spurs as well. So they've got good attacking options.
Got depth, haven't they?
But for me, they're very solid now. They're gritty. You know, they know how to get results, Kev. I think you can go back to George Graham's era.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't play great, but you won 1-0.
You kept winning.
They're looking a little bit like that at the moment. Spurs.
They are. And look, Ray, a lot of Gooners don't like it, obviously, seeing them not play well and win. What happens when they start playing well?
Yeah, exactly.
Really well. But Conte isn't that way. They don't really. They don't always play really well. But they grind results.
That's the
name of the game. Yeah, that's the name.
Where were you brought up? Are you a North London boy? Brixton,
South
London.
London.
And who was your team?
Arsenal was always my team, always my team, Arsenal.
All your family, Kev, wasn't it, really?
All my family, all the family came to the games and stuff,
What's your favourite memory of a North London derby, Kev?
My favourite memory,
and the worst moment, North London derby.
They were the same game 2 years apart. Let me tell you.
Yes. FA Cup scored a winner, and then you missed
FA Cup semi-final, where Gaza.
Oh, what a free kick!
I mean, we didn't have a wall.
Ray says David should have saved it. No, but he says the keeper was thinking a bit fish.
Think about it, Al. There's no wall. There's Michael Thomas one side, I'm the other. There's no wall on his side. If he gets it outside me, there's no way he's going to score. And Gaza, he attempted it. The audacity of Gaza, and it probably caught Dave Seaman by surprise.
3-1, wasn't it?
Went in. We ended up losing 3-1. Gary Lineker got a couple.
Yeah,
and we were running away with the league at the time, and it just went pear-shaped. And I never forget the feeling after the game.
Nightmare.
It felt so low. I got mates who never went for work for a week. Honestly, it was that bad. And then 2 years later, Tony Adams pops up with the winner at Wembley for a little bit of revenge and a little bit of solace and a little bit of, 1-0, smiles. But, there's so much pressure on that game.
Yeah. Especially being at Wembley as well. And you remember the other semi-final, 93?
Go on.
You don't get this too often. Yeah. Sheffield Wednesday v Sheffield United. Yeah. So it was Arsenal Tottenham, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United. Yeah. Amazing.
Who was manager of Sheffield Wednesday? Was it Big Ron or was it
Trevor?
It
was Trevor
Francis.
Trevor Francis, yeah.
They had some team as well.
Good team.
Chris Waddle, Chris Woods in goal, Pearson.
Viv was still playing.
Sheridan.
Well. Yep. Hursty.
Guy Holt. Was it Harks?
Yeah, John Harks.
John Harks.
American
guy. Yeah, good player. Good player.
Danny Wilson on the right-hand side. There's some really top-class players.
So 9 games for Arsenal this month. They've got 9. Could October make or break the chances of top 4 or even being challengers, Kev?
It could, 100%. I think you're going to learn a lot more about this squad and Mikel Arteta after this month. I think it's going to stretch the squad to its limit because of the back-to-back games. especially with the Ajax game being rejigged. So, hey, listen, you only could play who's in front of you, starting tomorrow. And you know what? If you get wins, it don't matter. You don't feel tired when you're winning. It's when you not get the results, and things start to get a little bit difficult.
It's interesting, some of the texts I've got here. We spoke about it earlier. Ozzy's texting, Clive Allen told us earlier, Teddy's texting, Spurs are a bigger club than Arsenal.
They're dreaming.
You were nodding your
They're
head.
dreaming. I'm like, nodding work out of it. Nodding. You must be crazy, bigger club.
I think I've got more medals than Tottenham. No, look, I understand what Clive's coming from. Because they've got a bigger training ground or better training ground doesn't mean they're a bigger club, does
Better
it?
ground.
Better ground. The ground is superb. Yeah. Spurs. I've been there. I've sat in a press
Bigger
area.
support.
No.
Yeah.
What, around the world?
Yeah.
No
chance.
It'd be. I tell you what. It'd be close between Liverpool and Manchester United, the top. Then you've got Chelsea. Chelsea are big.
I suppose they're big in Chelsea, support-wise. Yeah, support-wise they are.
Are you drinking the same as Clive?
Support-wise they are. Spurs are everywhere.
No.
Yes.
Come on, Alan.
Al, come on.
8:13.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.